Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Alps Panorama at the Northern Sea here in Farming Simulator 19. Drive on at pathfinding side offset. Right, we don't want that at 8.8 meters. So what I got to do is I've actually got to increase the side offset, and I think I'd actually had that set at something like 12 meters in order to make this work. So we'll try that there, 12 meters. Stop driver. And then what I'll do is I'll back up. So he's very, very tight to the combine right there. And it might be better if the combine does have a... Okay, I'll bring you out like that, and then I'll stop you there. And then I will go drive course right here. So I've now set you to a 12 meter offset. Is that going to be sufficient? I believe it is. Oh no, wait, I'm setting that on the combine, aren't I? So we're going to have a look there. That's still not enough, you know. 12 meter offset. So the combine is telling the driver how far away it's got to be in order to make it work. Which I actually quite like. There's a nice bit of communication going on there. I think that's pretty cool. And we have a look there. It does actually need to be a bit more than that. We will make that a little bit bigger. Turning circle work... No, wait a minute. That's not you, is it? It's not you at all. I can never remember which setting I'm supposed to be using. Oh. Working width, 12.6 meters. Turning circle. I'm not messing with those. That's not ones that I want to mess with. I want to go to you. You're the one I'm supposed to be messing with. Here. No. 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 I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it's still not quite right. Why would you do that? You want to be 12.6 meters, I'm thinking. We'll go with that. But seriously. What is wrong with you? The Phoenix 6x6 aggro truck is slipping. You think? Really? You think? You think we've got a slight problem with it slipping here, do you? I'm gonna I'm gonna stop that driver a second, because I'm getting a sense of something not quite right with the system here. I want to go to you. And then I want to stop that driver just for a minute, because you're also not quite right in the head. And we're going to have to use the combine to put the truck back the right way up. This is not supposed to be happening again. It's supposed to be all tickety-boo and wonderful and not do these things, right? I would really, 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 really like it if you could not do these things. Okay? It's very upsetting for me. Okay. I've managed to lift that one up without actually damaging our titanium-based header that we've got here. It's not titanium at all. What's the metal that Wolverine is covered with? Adamantite. That's what we've got here. We've got an adamantite combine, so it's unbreakable and indestructible. That's how we're able to do it. That is the only explanation. It's the only viable explanation that we've got. So how do I get that combine... Instead of being ridiculous and doing what it was doing, how do I get it to go and unload at the machine over there? How do I get it to go and unload to a truck at any particular spot? This is the thing that I'm curious about. I'm going to have to come back to that one and figure that one out at some point in the future. So I don't want that on first waypoint. I just want next closest waypoint like that. I'll drive. And here's away. So, yeah, we're absolutely fine now. It's going to carry on. It's going to do what he's supposed to do. And it's going to keep going on around the field. Then I am going to skip back over to the truck. I need to go the other way. There we go. We're going to skip back over to the truck now. And we're going to go here. And we can go drive course. So this truck here Is he going to go back to where he was previously? Is he going to go and park on the field? Because I've set this course on the field itself, and that's what he tried to do. He tried to just drive onto the field and then stop. I didn't really want it to do that. That's not very helpful, is it? So we will... If I stop that driver, it's going to basically just kill the crop that it's sat on now. As soon as I move. Has it? I don't know. But I'm wondering if what I need to actually do is take this one, drive over to the spot where I started, and then have the combine do a separate course so that it goes over and it parks up beside it and it unloads over there. That's what I think I might need to do. So this kind of... The bit that I'm going to be working on is I'm going to be making the assumption that I need to be running from that point and bring it back over here. I don't need to bring it back over anywhere. So that the combine will then travel over to this side of the field. Now, that is a long way for the combine to go, but I still think that this is going to be the better option for the two. Like, if the combine travels back over here, so of course, then I wouldn't need that course to be on this field, would I? It wouldn't make any difference, because the combine will just travel to wherever the truck is and go with that bit. So I can bring you over here, which means then I need to just put this one where he's going to where he stops on the end of the course. That's the bit that we're looking for. So his end of the course is somewhere like that. I'll just stop him there. Well, it's not entirely accurate, but it's close enough, I think. And then after he's done that... Oh, he slipped a little bit on that. No, I don't know if he slipped or if... Maybe he has. I probably should have watched it go through there. But anyway, we've kind of got the idea. I just now need to confirm how to do that. So I'll have to do a little bit of research. And then I will see. Because, yes, I am just wrapping up another recording session. I'm not going to make any secrets of this. Because I'm suddenly going to have an epiphany, I'm hoping, before the combine gets over to where the truck is. And that's not just going to happen. That's the only way that's going to happen is if I can ask some people that actually know what Courseplay is and how to do more than just press two buttons with it. Right, we are back at it, and we're going to continue on with this one. Now, it appears, from what I can find out, that that one there is actually the course that we would use for self-unloading on the combine. I'm not 100% sure how that one works, but I'm going to try and find out. So I think what we've got to do is we've actually got to clear this course. Now, this course that I've got at the moment should be saved. I've got the course Field 6 Combine, so that one is saved. So if I clear that, except that see, the problem I've got is that that one is not lit up. And I thought that that was the one that I needed to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to this one over here. This is on here. Now, we're not actually driving on this course at the moment. That one is just stopped where he is. He's not doing anything else. So I'm going to leave that one there for a minute. I'm not going to do anything else with it. It might be that the unload course needs to start and finish outside of the field rather than inside of the field. It could be one of those. So I'm not 100% sure. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to go into this one. And next closest waypoint, I'm going to drive course here. And I'm going to allow the combine to mosey on around the field for a little bit. We're going to fill up this tank. When the tank gets full, then I want to see about starting a new course. I might need to delete the course that I've got in order to be able to record a new one, but it's not going to hurt for me to get up to the other end of the field at least, and then we can see about starting and stopping another course. I have a sneaky suspicion that I need to re-record the course with the truck. I did see it being done. I mean, I watched a video, and I could only find a video on the combine self-unloading for FS19. I couldn't find one for the FS19 version of Courseplay, But as far as I can see, it is the one that was over this side. It's not to do with the two that were over that side. And because that's the same symbol that was used for the combine self-unloading on the other one. So if that's the case, then yeah, ideal. That's what we could use. We could do it like that, and that would be absolutely great. Because I would like to be able to have this as combine self-unloading, because if I can do it with one, I can then do it with others, can't I? I can have our big field, so that once we get going with our harvest next year, because what we're going to do, what the plan is, from what most people said, you seem to want me to do a course over here, over this side. Right, you're coming in around like that, and then moving on to the next part. Right, that's good. That's good. You're working well. From what I can gather, from what people have said in the comments and so on, you would like me to finish out this year, and then we will do one more year. But we're not actually going to do like a full year on it. We're going to work until we've done one more harvest. A bit dull and dreary today, isn't it? We're going to work until we've done one more harvest. So it's actually about a year from this point right now. And that harvest that we're going to do is going to be all of the land that we've got. We're going to plow it all up into one very large area. So I still haven't uploaded the save game file for the Black Mountain time-lapse series. I will do that once we have completed our year on this map this year. I will save the save game file at that point, and then we're going to go around and we're going to plow all the fields in together, and we're going to do one massive great big harvest. I won't do anything that involves getting rid of the trees. Well, actually, we may end up getting rid of some of the trees. We've got a machine that can go and get rid of trees quickly, so we could do that. Although the island over there, I'll probably leave that one. The roads, like the main roads on the map, we can't get rid of, but there are those roads we can get rid of to join them together into one large field. And that would kind of be the idea, as we go right the way through. And so why are you stopping at 95%? Why have they got that set to 95%, I wonder? You're over here. Let's have a look at these levels. Refill until 100%. There's nothing on that one. I see nothing there. I see nothing there. And I see nothing over there. Stop during unloading is deactivated at the moment. Driver priority is distance. Okay, now he's just sort of stopping at the moment and not doing anything more. I'll leave it like that. That's fine. And I'm going to now stop the driver. But then I'm going to clear that course. And I still don't have that one available. Right, that course right there doesn't appear to be available. So whether I can do a transfer, a drive from start to finish course, and that be enough, I don't know. And then whether it would allow me to put that one on there. Right, but there's an option up here, which is the same option. I mean, let's go and have a look in here and have a look. That one there, I don't have it down here. I don't have that option lit up, but I do. This one here, find combine, search combine on field 6, current. That's all I've got on there. I want the combine to come to the truck. I don't want it the other way round. So let's... As I've stopped the course record. I've stopped the course doing anything for a minute, so we can switch to that one. And I can start the combine up. Let's get rid of that a second. And I'll come out of here. And what I'll do is I will start the course recording from here. Like this. We'll go to that point. Yes, that will be fine. So if I start course recording like this, let's get rid of that a minute, and then we will drive this bad boy down here. But what I'm going to need to do is I'm also going to need to turn this one round. So I'll bring that one over there, and I'll open that out. We will turn, like that. And we'll come back up. And we will stop right there. So I will stop there like that, and then I will set waypoint, set unload point right there. So that, I've definitely got that as unloading right there. Technically, you don't need an unload point, but I'm going to have it set as an unload point, and then I'm going to come back up this way, and then I'm going to stop the course there. I mean, I don't know. I could have stopped the course down where it was, I suppose. There's no reason that I shouldn't. And that's my course. I've got the course right there. So now I will go to save that one. Field 6 combine. Oops. Combine tip. Try that. If this doesn't work, then we will just go to the other one that we would normally be using. So I'm going to go back into the saved files that we've got so far. We've got Field 6 Combine. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to load that one there. And that's the course that we're going to use. Then I'm going to go back to there, and I'm going to append course onto end using Field 6 Combine tip. Why aren't you? So I want to switch on to that. 2 combined courses. Well, so far it's looking alright, but is the combine actually going to come out and tip? That's the big question. Is the combine going to go out and tip or not? I really have no idea on this one. I'm going to bring you to this point right here, and then I'm going to go start course at next closest waypoint like that. And we're simply going to go drive course. So we've unloaded half of the combine, so it's got a little bit that it's got to go before it can go and do anything else. We'll keep an eye on the total grain that is going into that combine, but just for a minute, we don't need to worry about it. So we're going to skip over to this one. We have now finished doing this field. This is cultivated and ready to roll. So we'll go and run this machine back to the yard. We've done lime on this field, and we have done 1 round of fertilizer on this field with cultivating and slurry. And we're going to next... Okay, my steering wheel seems to have lost the new settings that I put onto it. It's not as sensitive as it should be. I think I know why. I think I actually know why. I think I've plugged it into a different USB socket, and so it's decided that it's not going to remember what my previous set... It should have been, like, it turning a lot easier than it is. That's why my steering is all over the place, because it's not sensitive like it should be. I had it set to a really nice sensitivity. It was perfect. And it's not doing that. It's not on the perfection that I had. I think we will not use you. We'll go with the New Holland. We'll try the T9 for doing the planting of the grass. We are 61% on our canola. Let me go and take this one here. And I genuinely didn't think that plugging my USB, plugging in the steering wheel into a different USB socket would make the game forget the settings that I put onto it the last time I changed anything, because that was on a different USB socket. I did not think that it was that sort of ultra sensitive with it, but it does appear to be. It does appear to not like you chopping and changing the USB sockets that you use. But there we go. Hey ho, never mind. And I've got... Well, I've got some on here. Let's speed you up a bit. We'll speed that one up like that. And then I want to also alter the... We've got soybeans, oilseed radish, grass we've got in here. I'll set the plant. We'll do it. We'll set up a standard course on here to plant grass all the way around this field, and then I will make sure that I go back over the field again and just sort of tidy it up. So we'll do our usual. But I'm going to leave that one there for now, and we're going to go over to the combine because we're about to hit 80%. We've done... Why have I got P over there? Is that the end of the course? I'm assuming that must be the end of the course. Right, so we're running down over this way. This is going to be interesting because we're going to be... I think we're going to be behind the island when it should, in theory, run to the next part of the course. It may not run to the next part of the course. It may decide that it doesn't actually want to do that bit of the course that I asked it to do, and instead it's just going to park itself up in the field and look stupid. I'm hoping that it doesn't. I'm hoping that we have got some form of method there for it to be able to empty out. Now, whether or not the other one will work automatically on that, I don't really know. We've already established that it still doesn't particularly like unloading the combine. It will go and do some things, but it doesn't seem to like the idea of unloading the combine, because the truck, as soon as it was done, tried to drive in front of the combine instead of just staying where it was until the combine had moved. That's the bit that's really starting to get frustrating for me, is the fact that it's not allowing the combine to do what it needs to do. Now, this time the combine is actually filling all the way up to 100% by the look of it, because it stopped at 1711 something, and now we've stopped here. This time, the combine is moving itself. It's going in a straight line towards the course, though, which is a little unfortunate because it means that it is going to go straight into that island over there in order to be able to reach the bit that we said we wanted it to reach. That's not very helpful. That's not very helpful at all. Ah! Right, well, it is kind of helping itself out. It's really not. Number one is slipping. The problem is, if I try and do anything about this, it's going to not do it properly, is it? Right? I can't get any closer than that, and it's decided that it's got to stay right there and ram into this, so I've got to stop the driver. Trouble is, I can't continue from this point because it's going to want to continue in the middle of the field. So we've got a slight problem with that. The only way round this, I think, is if I come over here and I bring the combine to this point right here, like that, and I continue it from up here. So start course, next closest waypoint. Drive course. What's he doing here? I don't know what the turning around was for. Maybe it was already recognizing that it was supposed to be traveling away from here. Now where are you going? You're going around the edge of the field, which is an admirable thing. Yeah, it is, absolutely. But also it's not an admirable thing because of how you're doing this. What are you going to do next? It's still going around. It is appearing to want to go round the edge of the field for it now. Is it going to try to go round the edge of the field for the entire thing? Or is it going to go and... So which way are you going? Right, you're coming in round here. You're going now to the beginning of the second course that I set up. It's going on to that one. And he's going to follow that course. That's the stop point on it. So we have the start point on the course that I set. He drove along this way. Is he going to put the spout out to unload? I know that it does automatically put the spout out if the trailer is close enough when you drive the trailer up to it, or it drives past the trailer normally, but this is now on a transport course. So is it going to actually recognize that it's there? I mean, it doesn't say anything right here. And I've set it to... It is putting the spout out. Right, we've got that. It's come to an unload point as well. But it's not unloading. Stop, driver. Okay, new plan. We're going to go back into here. We're going to combine tip right there. I'm going to... Well, first up, I'm going to remove the courses that we've got. The combine tip, I'm going to delete that one completely. Then I'm going to go up this way. And I'm going to finish the course that I set over that trailer. I'm going to bring you up round here. Like this. And I'm going to stop that one right there. Then I'm going to go over to this one, because that might not necessarily be in exactly the right place. This one's got this course here. I'm going to redo this course. Field 6 unload combine. Actually, no, I don't need to redo it. That combine's not in the way. So I can start this one here. And it will just run. Now, I got it set to Field 6 unload combine. But the unload combine bit is not doing anything. So I can bring you over this way at least. I can bring you to here. And I can start the course. And I can let it run and do the unloading. I'm just wondering what other options we've got. I can do the grain transport load at start. Whether that would do it so that it takes off the grain at the beginning of the course or the stop of... I don't think it would do it. I think we're just going to have to leave the course as it is. Drive now. Okay, what are you doing? I want you to drive the course. I don't want you to go to the combine. Stop driving. No, it's going to try and drive the course. It's going to try to drive to unload the combine. So this is set on the wrong one. I don't want that to be set on that. So I'm going to clear that one. I'm going to do a new course, which is either got to be that one or that. I'm going to assume that we could go with that one. And that it will automatically run once we have loaded up the grain trailer. I mean, it might not. Grain transport. That would be the only other one, is grain transport. Now, if I'm going to be finishing the course over here, I'm going to want to start the course over here as well. This is my logic behind it. I'm purely guessing on this. This is just me messing around and guessing how on earth we're going to make this thing work. I've got no clue at all. So it's definitely not going to be that one. That was for unloading the combine. We've got grain transport here. That's empty combine and offload. This one is grain transport. That is transfer, drive from start to finish. That one is grain transport load at start. Now, is grain transport going to be sufficient? Because we did do that before, but it doesn't recognize that it's got to wait until the thing is loaded. So I could go to that. Is there a setting on here that makes you change it? Refill until 100%. Farm silo load. Yeah, that's not the one that we want. That's because that's going to the farm silo. So we'll try this one right here. And see if that is... I mean, it might not be that. It might just be that we got to do something like this. Anyway, so I'll start you there, and then I'll bring you out like that. Let me get rid of that. I don't need to do anything else. I don't need to worry about anything else. I just need to drive this one. And yes, definitely me plugging my steering wheel into a different USB socket has messed everything up, because I've also increased the sensitivity of my pedals, and they're no longer sensitive either. So my maximum speed using my pedals is about half the speed that the vehicle is able to travel. This is not good. I didn't even realize it had done this until I started recording, which is really, really frustrating for me. So I bring you up onto here, like that. There, we tip out the canola. Then we travel on. Well, that's about all we've got time for in today's episode, so we're going to go and take a little bit of a break. We need to chill out on the beach, relax, and build up some strength. So while we're doing that, if you've enjoyed the episode, then could you please head down below and give us a like? And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.